Okay, so rhythm games. It's one of the most intimidating kinds of games out there. One of those get good games that can only be played by those skilled in pressing buttons with your hands or your feet or your fingers. But after playing every rhythm game I could find, it doesn't seem so intimidating anymore. In fact, I've made it a habit of carrying gloves every time I would go to the arcade. So, what happened? What makes rhythm games intimidating? Why are people like me so invested in it? And how do you begin playing rhythm games? Well, let's go through all the tracks as we discuss the magic of rhythm games. Okay, so when you're playing rhythm game, it's not like playing an RPG or playing an FPS. You don't have to press X to jump, you don't press circle to shoot, you don't press R1 to target or lock on. It doesn't work like that. What rhythm games emulate for the most part is instruments, and it makes sense. I mean, music is made through instruments, and emulating those sounds makes it, what do you call this, makes it intriguing or even inviting to play those games. If you were to say you wanted to play a piano but you never learned how to play piano, rhythm games can be an emulator for that one. Like, you're not actually playing the piano, but the feel of it can feel that way. The feeling of playing something that is not an instrument but is making a sound put something in our brain that, yeah, I am doing this, I am playing this, so I might be good at this, music might actually be something I could do. Now, I'm not gonna say that, rhythm games is gonna make you better, but it will improve your pitch. It will improve your hearing. It will improve the way you interpret sounds. A perfect pitch, not really that much of a shot, but relative pitch, you can actually master, or not really master, you can learn relative pitch, you can practice relative pitch through rhythm games, and you can actually practice beat as well. So beat is also very important in music, and it's one of the elements in music. So you can use rhythm games to study beat, you can study pitch, you can study a lot of things using rhythm games. It's just listening and just following randomized beats. But following those randomized beats will lead you to a better understanding of the song, a better understanding of how the piece is played. You get to learn what it might be like to play something like this. To play, for example, what do you call this? What else? To play for Elise, for example, in the piano, and then playing it in demo, I guess. The point is, emulating instruments is a good way to practice pitch and beats, which is very important as they are elements of music. Listening to them and even following these beats might actually help in developing one's relative pitch. Now let's just go to the next one because I really have not much to say about this one. So, repetition leads to mastery. Here's the thing: a lot of people get intimidated by playing rhythm games because they think it's hard, it's impossible. The thing is, it's not impossible. You just need to practice. And that goes for everything. That goes to instruments as well. Like, playing a piece is not impossible. Playing Moonlight Sonata is not impossible. Playing all 14 minutes of Moonlight Sonata is not impossible. You just need to practice, practice, practice. It's the same with music pieces. It's the same with rhythm games. Playing it once is not going to be enough. Playing a song once is not going to be enough. Playing it on a piano is not going to be enough, and so will rhythm games. Playing it on the rhythm game once is not going to be enough. You have to play it multiple times, and when you play it a lot of times, you learn mastery. And once you repeat it a lot of times, you get better at the game, and then you start other songs, and you play those songs, and you get better in the game in general once you just keep repeating songs over and over again. It's the same with instruments, it's the same with rhythm games. Now, I'm not going to say that they're both the same things, but there are correlations when you think about it. Last would be the synchronized movements. This is again the great I talked about. It's a great practice of pitch and it's a great practice for beat. It is also a great practice for rhythm. It prevents you from being out of tune because when you're out of rhythm or you're out of tune, it does not sound well when you're playing either on the instruments or on a rhythm game. So if you are bad, if you're always out of tune when you're singing or anything, then rhythm games can actually help you improve on that. If you're always messing up your timing, then rhythm games can help you with that. Listening to a lot of songs can help, and again, it's great practice once you do it. So yeah, it's not really a waste of time. A lot of people say that rhythm games is a waste of time. No, it's actually very what do they call this? It's very important actually to just not just to play rhythm games, but to listen to music as well. And doing something while you listen to music actually helps in memory because not only are your ears working, your hands are also working. So there's also the eye, so it's also hand-eye coordination, but there's also ear, eye, hand coordination. So there's like three. So there's three senses that's working, which makes it easier for you to memorize or remember songs or remember beats or remember tracks. And I say that's a good amount of what do you call this? I say it's a good amount of memory, or I guess it's a good amount of talent that one can improve on. And through rhythm games, it's not really a waste of time. Again, it's not a waste of time. You're not wasting your time. You're using it to improve. It could be your physical prowess. It can be your musical prowess. You can use it to improve any of your prowess in anything. Maybe not mathematical. Maybe mathematical as well, because you can also calculate the beats that can come out. But basically, what I'm saying is, you're not gonna waste your time when you're playing rhythm games. When someone watches you, let them watch you, because they're just gonna learn that rhythm games actually might be helpful. And if you're still intimidated by playing rhythm games, don't worry. A lot of people start out embarrassed. I started rhythm games very embarrassed. I didn't know when to start, how to start, but once I got into it, I just kind of enjoyed it. Now, again, rhythm games are not for everyone. I understand that. But if you do have a desire in music, then I highly recommend you try rhythm games. They're very important. It doesn't really matter if they're gacha games, because, gacha games are secondary anyway. But if the primary goal is, the rhythm game itself, then yeah, I suggest that you play rhythm games. I don't really have much to say here. Yeah, there's a lot of other rhythm games, not just in the arcades. Like in the arcades, there's My My and of course DDR, or Dance Dance Revolution. There's Pump It Up. It's becoming very popular recently. And then there's also Dance Rush Stardom, which I'm getting into slowly but surely. And there's old ones like Taikon Tatsujin and South Voltex. A lot of old ones. But the point is, it's there. Rhythm games is available everywhere. If you can't go to your local arcade or you don't have it, you have it on your phones. There's a lot of rhythm games on your phones. The most popular one is Cytus and maybe Geometry Dash. And there's Demo and Archaea, Figros. There's a lot of rhythm games in your phone. And if you really want to get into the rhythm game community, then those are good places to start with, especially Cytus, because Cytus has a very loving community. But yeah, if you want to get into rhythm games, just go for it. Don't be afraid. Just start playing it and just play it over and over again until you get the hang of it. Don't be afraid of failing. It's part of rhythm games. You don't start off being perfect, and it goes with life actually. You don't start off by being perfect. You start off, small. You fail a lot, and then you finally get to succeed. It's great. Yeah, rhythm games are great.